Hey, I'm a terrible artist. It's been a while since I've done a talk and draw, or in fact even posted any videos at all. So, yeah. And the reasons for that is not only because I was taking a break and focusing on my drawing skills and just trying to get better, but also because school was starting back up and I am currently in school and I am very worn out. But enough exposition and stuff. I'm just gonna get to the video. So the first thing I want to talk about that I keep forgetting to talk about is my art journey. I don't really have a way to transition into the story, but I'm just gonna talk about it now, I guess. So I started art when I was 9. And the funny thing about that is that I didn't even want to be an artist at that time. I wanted to be a coder instead and just make games and stuff. Not really games, more of like mods, but you know. And the main reason I started doing art was because I knew art was a pretty important process of making a game in general. So I thought to just do it. I wasn't really gonna study it or anything. I didn't do watch full-blown tutorials on how to draw. I literally just started drawing and stuff. I even faintly remember taking this one coding class, not for actual school, but just as a hobby. But it was very awkward because during that time, I believe COVID was still very bad back then. So we were in this little Zoom call. And not only was it incredibly awkward because of the silence, but she had this thick accent, so it was very hard to tell what she was saying. Still, she was a nice teacher though. I mean, sure, that would be the first and last time I would take her class in general, but still, very nice teacher. So, a little bit after that, I continued to draw, and I slowly started to grow fond of it, which at first kinda ticked me off because that wasn't the plan. The plan was to be a coder, not an artist or something. That's not the plan. That's not the plan. So I wanted to be an artist right after that. And I'm telling you, I wanted to be an artist bad. I started bringing notebooks with me everywhere, whether it's to the barbershop, to the mall, to the whatever it was, I'd bring a notebook with me, or at least try. And I remember exactly what I would make. I would specifically make comics, and I remember exactly how I formatted these comics. I remember I would just put the panels everywhere. I did not know how to make a comic. So I would put a panel here, a panel there, a panel literally everywhere. I would have to number the panels just to see what order they were going in. So skip to when I'm 10 or 11. I one day started to feel very self-conscious about my drawing skills. And the main reason for that is because I was watching the multiple videos on these artists and animators' old drawings, and it just really started to make me feel sad because they were so much better than my current day drawings. By the way, this is what my art style looked like back then. Well, I'm honestly very grateful for that day because that sadness and jealousy soon turned into ambition and determination and stuff. So I started actually watching tutorials, learning how to draw perspective, all that stuff. So after all that, I slowly developed my art style into the one you know today. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I did leave out a few details, but I didn't think they were worth talking about, so yeah. So now skip to current day, and I am currently reteaching myself how to draw because I feel like there's still some drawing techniques I need to master, specifically perspective, because I've never been the greatest at drawing in perspective, and I mainly do want to draw backgrounds, so that's two main reasons, pretty much. Also, to add on to the part where I said I wanted to make video games, I actually still do want to make video games. In fact, I even have a few video game ideas, and I have Godot, but I can't really do them right now because I don't have the resources, and nor do I have a team, and I can't code, so I'll just wait until I get older and just hope for the best. So the next thing I want to talk about is pretty much just what animators inspired me to become an animator in the first place, and just dive into why I became an animator. So one of the main inspirations I had to not only become an animator, but for me to get Flipaclip was a channel called Blunt Brothers Productions, and that channel is amazing. I would watch the channel anytime I was bored and didn't have anything better to do, and it never failed to entertain me even once. So when I learned that the animations on the channel were not only made by one person, but also made on a free animation app, I thought it was so cool, and that's pretty much what inspired me to get Flipaclip when I started to get into animation. But yeah, overall, very good YouTuber. I'll put his channel link in the description if you want to check him out. But, you know, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know how to continue this topic. So I'm just going to move on to a different one in general. So, yeah. So the next topic I want to talk about is pixel art. I first started doing pixel art when I was like, actually, I don't remember how old I was when I started doing pixel art, but it wasn't that long ago. I think I've said this before, but the pixel art website that I use is called Piskel. It's very simple. It's not really anything too crazy, but it gets the job done. Here are some pretty cool pieces of art I made. They're not anything too crazy, but I think they look cool. I mainly want to talk about this one in general because there are a few problems I have with it. First one being the perspective is off, and I think I was just making this when I was bored and I was just pretty sloppy, but I liked the end result. The shading is cool, and I like the explosion I added. So, yeah. So, soon after I started using Piskel, one day, it started to lag for me. Like, every time I tried to open it on my Chromebook, because at the time that was the only laptop I had, it would just freeze and I'd have to turn my Chromebook off. And I assumed it was the Chromebook because I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but I use an extremely broken laptop to animate with. Like, I'm telling you, it's on its last wire. Literally, the hinge is broken off and 2 of the wires are broken. It's literally on its last wire. So eventually I found a new pixel art website called Pixel, but instead of an E, it's with an I. I won't dive into what it offers when it comes to pixel art because, one, I actually don't have that much knowledge on pixel art, and 2, because I don't know if I've already talked about it in a previous video, and I'm too lazy to check, so yeah. And then I slowly started to do animations on Piskel and Pixel and stuff like that. I don't actually have the animations themselves, so I only have the spreadsheets, so... Well, I guess that's the end of this video. I genuinely love doing talk and draws, to be honest. Like, it's a simple way for me to just talk and learn how to talk better, because in my old talk and draws, I would stutter a lot, I would say a lot, I would just lose my train of thought. Which, sure, I still do from time to time, but I think I've gotten way better now, and I think I just got the hang of it. But also, hopefully one day I'll get a better mic, because this one's fine, it works, but I don't know, I can definitely do better. So for now, I'll see you guys later. Bye.